My name is Freddie Brown. I'm from Dublin, a little area called Tala. I grew up with a lot of alcohol abuse in my family when I was younger. My teenage years from when I turned 14 would have been fairly hectic with the alcohol abuse in my family. Then me and my brothers turned to other things. We started smoking cigarettes, started smoking cannabis. That led on to going out to partying in nightclubs, partying in friends' houses with ecstasy, taking LSD. Then that led on from a young age, I would have been 15, 16, I progressed on then to smoking heroin. From after a few months of smoking heroin, then I started injecting it using a needle. So I quickly became strung out, as it's called. I became addicted to heroin, so I needed to get money to feed me habit, to help me to be able to, continue doing my drugs. So I ended up committing all sorts of crime, from shoplifting to burglaries, breaking into people's houses, breaking into my friends' houses, family. I didn't care when I needed the money for drugs, so I would have done anything. So then that progressed on then to committing armed robberies. Then progressed from getting caught for doing stuff like that. I ended up in prison for most of my teenage life up to my late 20s. I ended up doing bad robberies, armed robberies. One of the crimes that I committed through my addiction, through the desperation of my addiction, was an armed robbery. My local pharmacy, it's 2 minutes from where I live. I was that desperate, I needed money, so I went in and I proceeded to rob the place, which obviously I got caught for, and it was a fairly serious crime, and I was looking at serious prison time for it because I had previous for doing armed robberies. So through that, I heard of the men's home. I went in to the men's home. I was addicted to heroin, cocaine, methadone, all sorts of sleeping tablets, smoking. I was a heavy smoker of normal cigarettes. After 9 months of being on the program, with the discipline and the stuff that I learned in the home, I went up to court, and the judge, seeing how well that I was doing, how well the men's home, what it had done for me, the tools that it gave me to live, to learn to live. When I went to court, the judge was seeing how well I done. He seen the progress that I made, and he gave me the opportunity to stay in the home to continue to finish off the program, because as I was only in the home 9 months before I went up on the charge, so the judge seeing the benefits of the men's home and what it could do in my life, so the judge gave me the opportunity. He gave me a severe sentence, but under conditions that I finish it in the men's home, which I did, and the men's home has just continued to benefit me and my family through that decision.